Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills.
All right, Larry, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at what's now known as New Era Field here in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carry here for Terrence West. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Chandler. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Chandler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll run again here with West. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Chandler. Got it complete to West. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. To return, it's Kalen Clay. bring it back to just about the 25. Call it. The 24-yard line. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Let's go, Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? None! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Come on, let's go!
They go play action here on first down. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Let's go! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Flushed out right. That he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Second and 5.
Let's go!
Now they'll try and run this sweep to McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Here we go.
Here's Taylor to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Taylor to his big tight end Clay for the Buffalo first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ohio. Let's go.
Now Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chandler throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 47-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Chandler looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Back to throw. Chandler. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Chandler. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 3rd and 2, Chandler. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On first down, it's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So second down, 3 yards to go now. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Chandler. And he drives one in there, complete for Jeremy Maclin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that'll be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Chandler. Now he's forced out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati, and it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On second down, it's Dixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this offense on third down today, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now the Ravens outs as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. The first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now Taylor on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. That'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
10 yards still left on second down. Taylor throwing again. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A final shot before break. Chandler, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Now Taylor to throw again. And Jones has it over the middle. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Let's go. What? 90.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Throwing to start the drive. Chandler firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff off right side. It's Dixon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right around the 31.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, here's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on second down. Chandler, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Chandler. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play on third for the Ravens. 43 yards. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll go option to the short side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, Chandler. And this is incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Leopard! Secure! Green 39!
Operating from the gun. Chandler got his man complete over the middle. It's Wallace. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down in the red zone this time.
Let's go! Blue landing!
On the give, this is Dixon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go! Green 39!
Now Mostert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Let's go! Blue landing!
From the gun on third down, Chandler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's got room. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Chandler. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
All right, here we go. Gun!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chandler looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he's got it up and through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off play action. Chandler, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. Please.
To throw on 3rd down. Chandler. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Chandler. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw on 2nd down. Chandler. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. So they're operating in the red zone. Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football. And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. On 3rd down, Chandler. And he fires one, but incomplete. So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around. Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jeremy Maclin, his first touchdown of the new season. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Chandler. Dancing to his left. And he fires one incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense. But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest. Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on first, Dixon again.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On the toss play, this is Dixon. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas, and the Cowboys have taken the lead there late. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Here's Woodhead, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. He's back to throw. Smith catches left side. Fighting him off. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here?
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Baltimore, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.